Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Rita video blog. I'm Airy Sky. So today we have to discuss with you Coffee Time with Rita. By the way, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, thumbs up. If you're a comer backer, welcome back. We're going to be talking about prepping, inflation, recession, pricing, and possibly depression, Great Depression. So first of all, what are we prepping for? We're prepping mostly for emergencies and price increases and inflation, which I heard from various sources that are unconfirmed. By the way, I'm going to say unconfirmed in this video that they're talking about gas being 75% by the summer. Is going to go up 75%. I'm sorry. So, like, the United States is going to be paying $10 to $15 a gallon for gas. That would just wipe out the average cost of a person working. So, what are they working for? What are they going to be working $15 in some states for that when they can't even afford a gallon of gas? You see where I'm going with this? So, to make this video short and sweet this morning, I got a couple things to share with you. Over coffee time with Rita. Today, I'm crabbing my coffee, by the way. School's in session. So, a couple of you guys have been curious about, the pricing. Well, I've been following pricing for a long time, okay? Pricing goes up, pricing goes down. Depends on how desperate a person is. Say Mama Fanny and Mama Pee Wee purchase something and they're not desperate, but they think they can be a scalper, right? So they scalp the price of tenfold or 20-fold or 100-fold on. There's a guy, right, that turned around and he scalped something 25% higher in the price of it. He paid like $75, and now he's asking for $2,000 on eBay because he knows it's rare. With the cost of an economy, no one's going to pay that. So he's going to be sitting on it for years and years and years. And by the time it does, the company's going to get so much backlash. They might just produce, another 500,000 copies. I mean, literally. So you've heard about that, right? The old backlash. So anyways, there's this story, right? This game company turns around and they're like, oh, limited edition. They leak this whole thing, right? Pricing, for example. Middle of the night. No one even got the email till morning, right? People sleep. Next morning, they were all sucked up. 100,000. So many freaking scalpers. Now they're charging 1,000 to 10,000 on eBay for it. And they're not even out. And eBay is still cleaning up the mess. I'm like, dude, you guys got too many scalpers. eBay is the scalper capital of the world. If they can scalp you for it, they will. And that is the problem with you people out there that need to literally listen to my advice. There's a lot of people out there in this prepping world that are prepping. They're literally prepping. They're literally doing anything they can. And because of it, look what's going on. So, prepping is a source of, a lot of people aren't prepping because they don't think about prepping. They just think about belly aching at the polls, like, I'm going to go vote because I have to, because, my candidates, the thing is, you can go, so what do? They suck it up. They complain about inflation, right? What happened? Nothing. The American people are literally turning around, and that's it. The American people are turning around. And they're upset at the fact that, inflation's high, but a lot of them are just going to take in the shorts and keep buying what they buy, And others turn around and they basically just buy it anyway. So let me tell you a story. Last night I had some better cheddars, by the way. Apparently I felt bloated last night, so I need to slow down. I told Chloe, You know, but the reason she next time I'm not going to tell her to cook anything because she forgot to follow the instructions for Ziploc bags. What do you think, huh, guys? Hello. Told Chloe to clean that damn mess up, you know. He can't live in his own. Anyways, so basically, I'm not going to complain about Chloe Sunday. So basically, what I'm trying to tell you guys is when it comes to prepping, okay, you need to basically buy. You can do the bare minimum if you have everything in that you need. You know, I mean, if you have a light, skip the light. If you don't have, you know, some people live in an apartment, which means you can't literally use a flint. Yeah, you know, a flint or something else. You know. And then there's other research, you know, for example, as you know, I said in the last video, as a prepper, you can literally turn around and use YouTube. You can use YouTube. You can use uh, YouTube. You can use Amazon. They have some videos on video reviews or demonstrations. You can just, you know, and it works, you know. So some of you peeps out there, you sit there and you ask me outright, well, what's going on? What's going to happen, you know? The truth is as a prepper, you got to ask yourself, you know, what's going to happen, you know, and I don't know. My thing is you got to keep prepping. So, you got to keep prepping, keep prepping. And just keep on prepping, you know, and you know, every Sunday I do these videos to get you guys motivated because it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse. I mean, we already know the food stamps are running out for a lot of you people. I asked Higgins, he's like, oh, I think my state's keeping it. Well, maybe they're not generous to spend the millions of dollars of postage stamps to send out flyers on it. You see, I don't know. You know, I could sit there and poke fun at Higgins, but last night, Higgins was great last night. You know that? Higgins was great. Because he and I were doing a project on prepping and stuff, you know. So anyways, I got sent Chloe to the library today because there's 2 books and I get to review 2 books before I decide to buy. I think they're all in weirdo orders or whatever. So anyways, I'll have Chloe looking in about my book request to see if there's any more coming. She's take the other ones back. One of the things I recommend on this pricing is if you want to look at books, check the library if you need it, if you have a library nearby. Another thing is as a prepper, you know, the pricing. Now, a lot of you guys have said, what's the deal? The pricing, you know, pricing goes up, pricing goes down. Depends on what you're buying, okay? Some days I've noticed the stock market makes a killing on wheat, and other days the wheat price are so low that it compares with wheat product. For example, ramen. You know, ramen. One day I saw ramen being $80 for 20, and then ramen went down to $22. Then it went up to 42, and then it holds at 32. Then it goes back to $18. So it just depends on your supply and demand of what you're doing. I mean, for example, currently the ramen went up to $29. You see, the mac and cheese I like is 1 case or 12-pack went up another $5. So you got to ask yourself, you know, how much are you willing to pay? And the suddenly salad went up 60 cents. So, you know, but a lot of you guys sit there and say, well, how do you know these things? It's because I'm watching the food. Now, a lot of you sit there and you say, well, you know, I like my favorite crackers like Goldfish. Well, you got to ask yourself, are you going to be living on Goldfish crackers during during an emergency, or are you going to literally try to look for real food? Now, I know people say ramen ain't real food, but I will tell you, some soups, let me just tell you about some soups. Okay, I got a story about soups real quick. So soups are a wonderful meal. Fortunately for some of you preppers out there, soups aren't a real meal because they keep changing the formula. Now, let me tell you a secret that I do, okay? A little test. Before I go buy anything in the bulk, I usually turn around and I buy, but not limited to. See, coffee here is sold out. A lot of these things are sold out, Like this here, manicotti shells completely sold out, Mike. So they're trying to tell you here's the substitute. Fortunately, the manicotti shells are getting harder to get anyways. And then certain items, right? So, for example, the soup, right? The soup turns around, and when you have a price of soup, right, people sit there and say, oh, well, I'm going to get chicken noodle soup because chicken noodle is cheaper. Fortunately, as a prepper, chicken noodle might be cheaper, but are you willing to basically buy a case of it for, like, say, $16 for 12, right? They cut their case from 24 to 12. And then you eat it, right? And you're like, oh, I'll add some water to it, right? They say, oh, add water, right? You add water, it doesn't taste right. You add a bouillon with your water and you mix it together. You might be able to get a tasty out of one extra bouillon, but it's not going to be tasty because they're using a lower quality salt, or they're using sea salt. Your chicken noodle ain't tasting right. So what I do is I go and I buy stuff, right? I sample things. So I made up two different batches of tomato soup from two different brands, right? Tasted absolutely different. I know brand taste. People say, oh, you're getting old, Rita. You don't know what your taste buds are. Two is an old fuddy-duddy, apparently. The other problem we have with it is the fact that the American people need to realize that before they go buy all these items, that they need to basically make sure it's what they like. You see? So, for example, I go and I buy stuff, right? Now, the lovely Zoe and I are doing a Valentine's special on the 14th. That's 9 days away. We're getting prepped for it. We're prepping for it. So, because the lovely Zoe's joining me on this lovely, lovely holiday, which we should be feeling very blessed because the next holiday, I believe, is St. Patrick's Day. If she does a St. Patrick's Day thing, we're a little Irish and green. Woo, woo, woo. Maybe I'll get some Irish whiskey. So, okay, let's get to that. Anyways, let's just get down to the thing, right? So basically, when it comes to prepping, right, we're doing a Valentine's special. The preppers is something you guys got to realize, right? Is comes to prepping, you got to basically buy stuff. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Brain fart for a second. Buy things that you can sample. For example, I told Chloe outright. Chloe knows when I buy cheese, I want 2 pounds, not freaking 6-ounce cheese. Doesn't be like, here's your cheese. Pay more for the 6-ounce than you do the 8-ounce. They do it as a size compared to. I am the Admiral, Mark. You're the commander, remember? He's got the ranks messed up. I have the stars. He's the commander. Oh, yeah, nice shirt. Oh, yeah, thanks. It says something about social distancing is important. Yeah, it's a grocery store. Thanks. So, anyways, my point being is, everyone, as a prepper, how goes it, Mark? Is when you're buying things, you got to sample things. You don't just take someone's word for it, like Mark here, and he's like, oh, yeah, my cakeys are great. Gotta have my cakeys. Ooh. And next thing you know, you go and buy 500,000 cases of cakeys, and then you find out you don't like cakeys. Look, Admiral goes Admiral, then it goes Fleet Admiral, Vice Admiral, Rear Admiral, Commodore, Captain, Commander, and then down the list. Lieutenant Commander, Lieutenant Junior grade, and then it goes Ensign. Yeah. See, you just says commander. The problem is admiral's the highest rank you can get. Commander is, in between. Did you see the force? Yes, I've seen it. And let me ask, Mark, I got an idea. Yeah, are you well, let me email you. Would you like to join me this morning? Because if you do, I'll throw you the link. What do you think? Because it'd be better if you voiced your opinion, Commander. So what do you say? I'm gonna throw you a link. Well, I was gonna disappear eventually, but all right, let me throw you a link. I'll just throw it here. If you're not marked, you ain't getting in, people. That's the point. There you go. I'm not letting anyone but Mark in. There you go. Mark, let me know. Well, he's going to relax today anyways. Wow, it's already 11. I must have been so slow or something. Anyways, while we're waiting for Mark, I will talk about pricing again and etc. So, a lot of people out there turn around and they literally, oh, he got in really quick. Yeah, he's like sitting there, like, oh, look at me. I'm Commander Mark Poobah. I'm the Poobah. Let's add it. That'll be funny. Gee, it looks like you had a haircut. Good morning.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning.
You finally caught me one of these days.
Yeah. I was going to a guy. He got killed in a car crash. A wrestler, and he's well known. And so yeah, I was kind of busy with that. Kind of shocked.
So you worship wrestlers.
Yeah, well, the good ones. Yeah. Yeah, head on crash. But the thing is, he wasn't. They say he wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Yes, you must wear a seatbelt always. By
Yeah,
the way, I hope
yeah,
Mark knows that. I think Mark knows, everyone, that I'm an ordained minister. So when I made the joke about worshiping wrestlers, that was a little insight for idol worshiping. He's not worshiping. See, Mark's got this thing he worships, but I'm just going to throw this little humor out here, everyone. Mark worships everything but God. He worships wrestlers and he worships Hershey's chocolate cakeys. He's like, oh, heavenly God of Hershey's cakeys, please bless me with 20 more boxes. Amen.
No, I worship God too. Yeah, I believe in God definitely.
Yeah, so do I. But I it's Sunday.
What
We
I don't
gotta have a little.
understand
No, go ahead.
is these atheists. I mean, it's like they're proud of their that title. You know, I mean that's I don't know.
Hold on, I gotta make a joke here, people. Since we got Mark here, you don't understand atheists. You know what I don't understand? Mormons.
Uh, yeah.
I mean, how can they I don't diss Mormons, but I'm like, how can you do what you do, Mark, and
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
So you think it'll go through that forced stimulus, or you think it's just a bunch of smoke?
You know me. Let me put it to this way. So I was talking to a friend of mine last night, right? We were talking about you've heard all the big hoopla about the balloon, right? Blowing up,
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're like, we were talking about, what would happen if the United States hypothetically sent a balloon over to Russia, right? Russia's all, oh, they shouldn't have blown up our balloon, right? What would Russia do, or not Russia? What would China do if we sent a balloon over China's airspace? Huh? They do the same thing. They shoot it down, right?
Yeah.
So, to me, this goes to concrete with: are we getting a forced stimulus? Think about it, Mark. It's a good question. Are we getting a forced stimulus? Well, I'm going to ask Mark a few questions, and he can say yes or no. First one: Who's gonna
Well,
afford the stimulus
well,
check for us?
well, can he answer it real quick?
Sure.
Oh, he
What?
left. Oh, the cat, he wanted to answer it, but he left.
I
So,
mean, do you
so,
really
so,
think we can afford another stimulus, Mark?
it's possible.
No,
I
it
mean,
isn't. Where's the debt ceiling, huh? Who's gonna fund it? Who's gonna afford it? Who's gonna give it to us?
right, yeah.
I mean, everyone. If you've seen these videos, you can always send me a link to it. You have my email address, Mark Kimosabi, so you can literally see, what's going on there, because frankly,
It's the guy he's called the blind millionaire.
he's looking to make a living off you, stupid people. Not Mark. I'm not calling Mark stupid, but the stupid people on stimulus.
Oh no, he was. I mean, I listened to him, all the times we got the stimulus, and he was right on with it.
Yeah, well, so was I. But how many times does people listen to
Right.
me? They see the thing is people now on YouTube, Mark, are the people are like ADHD or hyperactive kids that are losing
Yeah.
their attention span, right? They're losing their attention span on the grounds. They're losing their attention span on the grounds that you don't see, the preppers. They're like, prep. We're going to have a red wave. Didn't happen. Then they say, oh, we're going to have civil war. Didn't happen. Then we're going to have this. Now they're prepping for either a banking collapse or nuclear war. And if those two doesn't happen, the American people are going to call the preppers idiots. So there's other people out there basically throwing these ideas out there. Oh, look, we can post a video on stimulus and we can make money off of it. That's what they're doing. They're basically sitting there making a video to make a living off of it.
Right. Well, it'll be interesting if it does go through. You know.
Let me ask you a question, Mark. Do you think the United States House of Representatives under McCarthy is going to be giving a stimulus check? I mean, really?
I I don't know. It depends on Congress.
Personally, I couldn't even, let me just tell you a story, okay? I was talking to a friend last night on Discord. That's a voice thing. It's like a phone service, but it's free. And by the way, all you YouTubers, we do have Discord. We have our own Discord channel. There is a link I can give anyone who wants to join, for private conversations between moderators, administrators, etc. So, it is a fun place to be. I usually do this, but back to the thing about the Republican Party. Literally, they can't get their head out of a paper bag, Mark. I mean, look at it. They want to impeach everyone, but they don't, and then they want to take away. You're on what is it, disability insurance? Didn't you see the bill that was passed recently in the United States House of Representatives? We want to terminate socialism.
Yeah.
Hasta bye bye on your check.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude to Mark. Mark knows this, but I'm going to grab my tobacco in 1 second. But think about this for a second, Mark. Do you really think they're going to be cutting us another check? Think of the other side. The guy's making a living, he knows that old people need their stimulus and won't buy into the bullshit. They don't like me. YouTube, I'm going to get my tobacco real quick. YouTube, or not the YouTube, the YouTube subscribers, Mark, they don't like me. Why? Because I tell the truth. You know this.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Mom. Get my okay. All right. I'm coming back now. Please excuse me for the delay. I had to empty my cup. But now that I'm back, you were saying? Hold on.
Oh, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. See, I'm doing something. Look.
Oh, okay, yep. Oh, nice chair.
No, look what's on the bed.
It's like pillows.
Ugh.
Oh,
And one pillow
it's
moved.
Moppy.
He had a haircut.
Oh, it's Moppy. Wow.
He had a haircut. He doesn't even look like his little shaggy self anymore.
Wow, did you shave him?
Chloe did. Damn
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
stupid ass. Sometimes I hate this Amazon doodad, you know. So you back to my question. I wasn't trying to grill and mark anyone if you know this. I was just asking. Do you really? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might like the blind billionaire, but do you really think, honestly, that he's completely accurate about a forced stimulus? I mean, come on, there's not there. You know as well as I do. If there was a forced stimulus, I'd be basically making news and breaking it as well. There's nothing. I mean, it's dead. I got stimulus on my lowest ladder of
Right,
information, gathering.
right. Well, he said basically he just said it's a proposal that Congress is trying to uh, get it passed.
Which part? The Democrats or the Republicans?
I don't know, Rita. I'm not for sure.
Ugh. All I can tell you is it's a bunch of hogwash.
Right. Yeah, but usually when he a stimulus comes up, usually it's a done deal. Later on.
Let me
But
look.
okay.
No, there is no stimulus. It just says some states are. So apparently, some states are doing it, but is the government doing it? It says no. The government's not getting. So
Right.
so apparently, certain blue states will give you a stimulus check, but everyone else, it's a different ball of wax.
Mhm.
You know how it goes. But I've said it
Yeah.
many times, unless you do know it would have been all over like mainstream media too if they was going to give a true forced stimulus like the first three. Instead, they're not giving anything because the government wants to cut budget. So they're basically trying to force people, to cut the budget in certain things.
Right.
So I hear one of our favorite pastime sports is coming into the house in March. I believe March is when they do early season, or is it early April?
Yeah. I think March 24th, Rita. Yeah,
Then
they're
they should
starting
be
to.
charged. Then I'm gonna do a legitimate complaint to Brother Mark here, everyone. Then they should be
No,
charging.
no, 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 no. February 24th. Yeah, this
I
month.
was hoping it was March 24th, everyone. You know why? When he said March 24th, I could have said, they're going to be starting to bill me in March 1st to March 3rd for 100 and I think it's $150 for MLB TV, for a whole year. And it's like, what, half the games are out of area games. You got to watch them after your time.
Right. Yeah.
And how many
Yeah.
people want to watch past games? How many people
Right.
go through the archives and watch past games? I wouldn't.
Yep.
However, for some of you out there don't know me, next Sunday I'm having a small party here at my home. I'm watching the Super Bowl. Mark, do you have any predictions? Eagles or Kansas City? I think the Eagles. I've always been a Philadelphia fan, so
The Eagles.
yeah. Didn't Kansas City win it 2 years in a row or something like the last year?
Yeah, they cheated. They cheated against Cincinnati. The rest
So
of
hold on. Mark knows I was born. I don't know what city, what state Mark was born in, but when Mark talks about Cincinnati, he's talking about my home state. I was born in Dayton, so they literally creamed us over there. You were born in Ohio too, right?
right.
So basically, we're both Ohioans, and so they screwed us over. How's that? I'll tell you one thing that was a very disturbing thing. They took away our beloved Indians as a name. I love the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, yeah. Rita, what I don't get is the Chiefs. That's an Indian name, right?
Yeah.
So why didn't that name get took away?
Well, I don't know, but what about the Braves?
Yeah, right, right.
Instead, you got the Washington Commanders. That's kind of stupid name, Washington Commanders. Now, if I was gonna change any name in the history of football, I'd rename the Cowboys the Cowgirls.
Right.
Now I'm poking the proverbial, what is it? The proverbial whatever animal, coyote, I think, down in Texas. I have family in Texas, so I think she's a coyote or something, wouldn't be a wolf. Me, of course, I'm just the big fat polar bear, everyone, that always gets poked by Chloe or something. By the way, Chris came in the other day. He came in. You were asked about
Did he?
Chris. Yeah. Apparently, he sent me this report, right? This is a funny report, okay? He says, "Oh, Rita, guess what? You can survive by coronavirus enzymes by eating eggs." Well, you and I, we're up there in age where I know you take high blood pressure meds, you said. So because of it, you would think high blood pressure meds and eggs is equals badness for cholesterol, even though Mark eats all those cakeys. You got to bring that up, brother Mark. But the truth is I can't see you eating a lot of eggs, right?
Yeah, sometimes I eat eggs. Yeah,
No,
whenever
well,
my
I
girlfriend.
only eat like eggs
Yeah.
maybe 4 times a year, maybe 5, right? I'm very, very careful with eggs in my heart, and so he's talking about, right? So one of the things is, moderator Higgins, right? Send him on a
Yeah.
little hunting expedition. For some of you out there, I send Higgins these little projects for him to do. Keeps his mind busy, right? But at the end of the day, I send him a gift card. Whatever projects I give him for the month, he gets them done, and he gets 1 to 2 Amazon gift cards from me that thank me from leaving some of my load. He loves it. Anyway,
Yeah.
so he and I gave him I called on the phone, said, "Hey, can you check this report that Chris talked about?" Oh yeah, apparently it's like 5 or 6 years old. The report, the report was like 2019, 2018, something like that. So it was Higgins did a thorough check and said, "Hey boss, this is several years old." So to me, it's like you may basically do it, but some people need to realize that eggs are high in cholesterol.
Yep.
Yep, and you know me, I try to keep healthy as possible, and yeah,
Oh
I tried to get the camera angle just right, Mark, because
yeah.
Moppy had a haircut, and when he's shaved, you've seen him shaved in the past, it doesn't look
Yeah.
like them.
Can you go? Can you go get him and show
Oh
him?
yeah, sure, and then I'll put him back. Come here, Moppy.
All right. Oh wow.
Hello, everyone. My name is Moppy. I got disturbed. Okay, Mommy, you know the drill. I need a bacon strip. Bacon strip? Bacon strip? Bacon strip. Okay. So you guys on video don't think I shaft my dog when he works for me. He's on camera, so he gets bacon
He
strip.
gets. Yep.
There you go.
Oh,
I'll take it. So as you can see, he had a haircut, Mark.
yeah.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Chloe did the trimming himself. Oh, on other news, I know Mark's always curious about this from time to time. I had an appointment on Friday. Went down, saw my advocate for once. Went to her office. Actually left my house, my bunker.
Yeah.
Went down there. Chloe filled out applications for a 1-bedroom for herself. What does that tell you?
Oh, wow. Huh.
And we got like 3 1-bedrooms being cleaned up now, so maybe she'll get one.
Wow.
And then on top of that, my advocate, after seeing me at another appointment, me and Chloe had another appointment, then picked us up and we did dinner Friday night at our local brewery.
Oh, yeah.
I had 3 beers. We were just saying, and there was so much talk of that balloon. I said, the waiter, he was nice. Everyone is complaining about Moppy. He's a service dog, and so the waiter's sitting there and he looks at me and he's always calling me hun. You need another beer, hun? Yes. Hey, I told my advocate, I said, if I was the president, I'd shoot that fucking thing down like it was yesterday. That balloon, and there's people hearing me say this, and they're like, you want to cause an international war? I said, no, but I bet you Joe Biden's going to have a pair of balls and shoot it down eventually. And they're like, but that would cause World War III. Not my problem. I'm a prepper, so it doesn't matter to me. Well, at the end of the day, between me and my advocate's sitting there, and I'm like doing the math of my 3 beers. Chloe had a hummus plate, and the advocate wanted a chicken sandwich, so I was paying. She's like, why don't we go and share on the tip? I said, oh, I'll take care of it all, So in the end, she gave money, I gave money, Chloe gave money. And I was leaving. The guy got in, he was looking at me like shaking his head. I said, buddy, come here. And he says, yeah. I said, here, this is for you. You share tips? He said, no. And I sat there for a minute and then I'm waiting for him. And he comes back and he says, this is the best tip I've gotten in like 3 months, ma'am. I said, I wasn't going to shaft you, sir. I was just, I bought the dinner and everyone. This is $50. I know. You know what?
Oh, wow.
You earned
gave
every
$50
penny.
bucks?
Well, between me, Chloe, and Melissa, we gave 50 total.
Well, that was nice of you guys. Yeah.
Well, he deserved it. I mean, literally, they're trying to the standard tip was 18% minimum there. And I was just like, here's 50, just keep it for yourself. We're all in a tight community,
Right.
Like Melissa paid 15, Chloe paid 15, and I paid 20. So it all panned out nicely. And I bought the meal because, but I wanted to, I always pay Melissa's helping me with new glasses. Melissa's helping me with a new bed. And Melissa's helping. So I like to pay it forward where I can.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's why I did what I did, and she enjoyed it something, but, and so I like to pay it forward when I can.
Right.
So, and then Melissa's like, you didn't eat anything. And the guy that got the 50 said, hey, ma'am, how come you didn't eat anything? He was asking. I said, oh, I confess. I came here earlier for lunch. I said, I'm I'm still doing old granny waddle when it came to the French dips, but the French dips were small. So, I like my French dips to be like on a hoagie roll,
Yeah.
Now, if you want a good hoagie rolled sandwich, you get a Philly cheesesteak there.
All right. Oh, are they good?
Mm-hmm. They're very good. Oh,
how much are it?
The Philly's like $21, but I'll tell you a story. I'll do Chekhov from Star Trek. You probably haven't seen my past videos. Guess who's coming to dinner? I met Chloe's mom. She came out here.
Oh, really?
Kind of a ditz, but she took care of lunch and dinner, so I couldn't complain. I went and collected her on the ferry. And
wow, when did she come out?
She came out Saturday the 28th. She spent the whole day almost the whole day with Chloe and I, and she went to a lot of stores. And I told.
So what does she live in Columbus? her.
She lives in a place called Rayland, near the Wheeling, West Virginia, and her major hub city is Pittsburgh.
Oh,
And
okay.
apparently she gets to work from wherever she goes. So if she wants to travel around the country, she can work from 5 days a week on a computer from wherever she's currently with her family in Eugene, apparently.
Wow.
So, but it was nice to meet her finally after, 6 years of talking to her on the phone and videos. So it was finally nice to meet her.
Right. Well, that was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got lunch and dinner out of it, so I can't complain. But Chloe, she's with her mom. She's like, "Can I have some clam chowder? Can I have a soda? Can I have this?" And she's like, "Yes, you can have it." Rita, you didn't ask for anything. I'm like, I'm content. I said the highlight of my day is I get to finally meet you, and me and her were just discussing issues, and I thought it was cool.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was just totally awesome.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. And we went everywhere. I did find out my island is now carrying my favorite booze, the $250 bottle of Remy Martin cognac. So I was like, oh yeah, Remy Martin.
Wow.
Yeah, one of these days, maybe I'll do it for my birthday. Give me a nice bottle of cognac.
Right.
Valentine's Day, I'm doing a Valentine's Day special on Valentine's Day, Mark. Moderator Zoe's coming with me for this one.
All right. Oh, she's going to be on?
Yes, I guess you missed the Christmas Day and the New Year's Day special with Zoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were too busy feeding your face on Christmas Day. I knew you were going to family. How was your Christmas, by the way?
It was good, Rita. Yeah, I mean, I got
socks and underwear from the girlfriend. Yep, she probably gave me socks and underwear.
No. Actually, I didn't get nothing from her. She didn't give me nothing.
Oh, I bet Mark's sitting there Christmas morning going, cheap bitch. She didn't give me anything. No, I'm not going to call her that. That's not right, but still, from your point of view, good.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was surprised, but I was like, oh, well, it is what it is, I mean.
Well, maybe she couldn't afford it,
Right. Yeah. Well, we're going through a tough time.
Everyone is, Mark. Everyone is.
Rita, we pay like $1,100 to live here in the suburbs.
Is that an apartment?
Yeah.
1 or 2 bedroom?
1 bedroom.
And you're on disability? Would you like some advice, Mark?
What's that?
You can look up a website by the USDA. It's called RARD. It's Rural Assistance, Rural Development. They have apartments outside the suburbs, and it's based on you and your girlfriend's income. So if you and your girlfriend's total income is like under $40,000 a year, 70% of the apartment would be paid for by the federal government. So you would have more money in your pocket.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. You know how much I pay here since we're talking about finances?
How much you pay there?
Me and Chloe totaling is $641. So we paid $320.50 each.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. The other thing is contact your Cincinnati local HUD and get on the wait list, because once you get those vouchers, that's 70% off your rent.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're planning to move out in the country, Rita. Yeah, get a house out in the country, because the house payments out in the country. Her friend stopped by yesterday, and she dropped off late Christmas gifts, because we couldn't go see him because of the snow and the Arctic, the cold weather when we had it here. And she said that some people that she knows, they pay like $800, $900 a month for a house out in the country.
And they're renting, or are they actually buying it?
Renting, I think.
Okay, yeah, because I know if you're gonna rent a house, you want to make sure you rent one where the owner takes care of the repairs, because you don't want any of the repair bills if you
Right.
know. hmm But that's not a bad deal, But and then here we have our electric bill, which is split in half, and the internet.
Right.
So, yep, you know how that is.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. Been slowing down on smoking. Trying to quit smoking.
What about you still prepping, Mark?
Trying to, Rita, but the way the prices are at the grocery store
Did
now.
you notice that's the topic we were talking about today is pricing? How is your grocery store? Is it full? Is it getting empty? What's going on out there where you live?
It's kind of full, yeah. Chocolate cakes, they
There he goes again.
with,
Chocolate cakes, everyone. You heard
with,
it from Mark.
with,
They went up in price.
with the Walmart, they didn't glue the packages. The company they didn't glue the package, so they was open.
I hope you bought them anyways, because I know you love your chocolate cake
Oh
mix.
yeah, yeah, I bought them anyway. Yeah, well, my girlfriend she grabbed them while I was uh, looking around other stuff there. So
Yeah, yeah. I understand that one, Mark. I mean, out here, I'll tell you a story. Out here, we don't even nowhere in this island sells strawberry chocolate milk.
huh.
So Zoe, for Valentine's Day, sent me a giant jug like this big of Hershey's chocolate syrup. So I can make
Oh
milkshakes. I can make chocolate milk. I can do a lot of stuff with it.
yeah.
And it's not bad. I like Hershey's chocolate. Oh, I'll even put it in my coffee.
Yeah.
It makes
So
the
so
coffee
what
taste better.
so what'd you get for Christmas?
To be honest, I don't. The only thing I got from family was a couple fly rods. Otherwise, I didn't get anything from Chloe.
Right. Yeah.
Just a a prime rib I bought myself. That was pretty damn tasty, I tell you.
Right, yeah. It does sound good.
No, yeah, exactly. It was really good. I was at the store the other day, and I picked up. I have my freezer here, right here, and I picked up. Um, I was asking the meat man, why is there a deal on hams? He said because I don't think we're going to be able to get hams in Easter, so I stocked up on hams.
Huh.
So they were like 99 cents a pound for ham. So I was like, I'll take the 99 cent for ham.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't a bad deal, So I got my freezer full of hams.
Right. Yeah.
And so now we're refilling our freezer up with those 10-pound chubs of hamburger at Walmart. Chloe's going to Walmart this week.
Oh yeah. How
Uh,
far is Walmart from you?
80 miles round trip, so she's gonna take the cooler and then run over there and get the
Wow.
yeah. But Chloe's got 9 ferry tickets left. She the place the lady I took to dinner, she
Yeah.
secured Chloe 10 tickets. So
Oh
Chloe's
wow.
got 10 ferry tickets. So she walks on, does her business, walks off. Goes to and ferry tickets. They only charge from the on the land side going over to Anacortes. They don't charge at all. You just walk on the ferry.
Right. So 40 there and 40 back.
Which means a nice little ride on the bus.
Right. Yeah.
Which the buses raise their rates because of the fuel pricing. Which I have unconfirmed reports that gas prices will be 50 to 75% higher by summertime.
Oh, it probably will, Rita. Everything's going up.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah, I mean that's like cigarettes. That'll go up again, and it'll be like over $8 a pack that I smoke.
Well,
So
what
that's why I'm
brand do
trying
you
to
smoke?
Maverick.
Maverick. Well, Chloe,
Yeah,
here they're
yeah.
charging $15 a pack for American Spirits.
Wow.
The
Oh,
state
there.
here, the taxes are really high for cigarettes. Yeah.
Wow.
One of these
Yeah.
cans, is like $10. Now, if you go to
Wow.
the reservation, it's cheaper, but you got to get to the reservation because you can buy a roll for like 20.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. That's true, Rita. Yeah.
And even online groceries have gone up. Walmart, Target, Amazon, they all gone up pricing too.
Yep. More time goes on, the more things get expensive.
Well, yeah, one of the things I was going to talk about with pricing today is food pricing and necessities have gone up, but anything that's a luxury item like TVs, electronics, etc., they're going down in price. If you didn't notice,
Right. Yeah.
because no
Yeah.
one's buying them.
Right. Yeah. Nobody got the money.
Well, they financed a lot of people finance Christmas, and now they got to pay it back.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is, my friend.
Yeah. That's true, Rita.
As I say, like Charles Ingalls did in Little House on the Prairie, Cash on the
Yeah.
Barrel.
Yeah. I love that show. That's a good show.
I think it's free on Freebie right now. If you want to watch all 9 seasons, I think it is. It's on Freebie.
Yeah. You know that one lady? She's still alive. What's her name?
Melissa Gilbert.
Yeah, her and that Nels' wife,
Yeah.
Harriet. Yeah, she's still
Yeah.
alive.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I used to watch that all the time. I watch it sometimes. I used to watch it a lot.
I just finished up the A-Team, all 5 seasons of that. That was good.
Oh yeah, yeah. So was that fake gold he was wearing? You think, or
Mr. T was wearing real gold.
oh, it was real gold? Wow.
Yeah, but he stopped wearing it after Hurricane Katrina and Rita because he's a born-again Christian, so he didn't want to look like he was pompous, so he stopped wearing gold. You do
Right.
know
Yeah.
Mr. T is like 70 years old, 72, I think.
Mhm. Yep.
Then you got Charles, or that one guy, Dwight Schultz. He was in Star Trek and stuff. He was Murdoch. He's alive. Faceman's still alive. Only Colonel Smith is not alive. So my next TV show to watch is the entire Knight Rider series.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching a thing about the 50 best TV shows in the 80s, and they had like different shows, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one. Oh yeah, I should go watch those again. I actually went and tried to see if some of them are streamed. Some of them aren't even available. One of my favorite shows, which you got to spend an extensive amount of money for, is a box set of Northern Exposure. I love that one.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
No, not really.
Northern Exposure was filmed in Washington State.
Northern Exposure. It sounds
That's the
familiar.
one where the doctor has to fly to Alaska.
Oh, okay.
It's all about Alaskan living. Then that stuff. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, the pricing is going up and going down and going up and going down. So.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I know. That's like they raised the rent like a couple months ago. So it's like
they raised the rent here, right? And the government kicked in, and then they turned around and told us we got our rent $40 cheaper. So I was like, okay, I'll pay less. They left a notice on the door saying your rent went down. So I was like, okay, cool.
Right.
I liked it.
Oh yeah.
It works,
Right.
Yep. It is a good thing,
Right.
So what do you got planned for today?
Oh, I'll probably finish my laundry.
Yeah, Chloe's gonna be cleaning and doing laundry today. I'm gonna just relax, relax
Right,
and enjoy the day. Just my day of rest.
right. I heard that, Rita.
Yep, I
Yeah,
already went through my one of my prepping tools. I'm starting to use more is daily planners,
yeah,
budget planners for prepping.
yeah.
I'm also using these now for some people. I got 4 of them hanging on the refrigerator. This is a grocery list. I just circle what I want. Chloe goes and gets it so she doesn't screw up.
Well, that's easy.
Well, yeah, and there's 4 of them right there on the back of the fridge. As you can see, there's 4 of them there.
Yeah, yeah.
I got one main big one. I like the one up there that says out of instead of saying groceries. It's like out of. So,
Yep.
oh, and I did save $82 a month, Mark.
Oh, okay, yeah.
$82 is what it was costing me for batteries for my scanner.
Re- wow.
So now I got an electrical plug that cost me 13, so it's always on. I was
Right.
sleeping soundly this morning. I was sleeping soundly. Funny story. I get up and I'm tossing and turning a bit, and I hear such and such. Would you go to blah 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 address? And I'm going, welfare check in my building. This will be entertaining. This morning was my address. So I was like, oh wow. So I got up. I was like, okay, that's cool. So I thought it was entertaining.
Oh, you dreamt it.
No. Actually, I woke up and they were talking about when I woke up. I heard right after I woke up they were talking about my address. Can you do a welfare check? And I was like, wow, my address.
Oh, one of your neighbors.
Yeah, neighbors. But I wasn't gonna jump up, run outside, and say, "Hey, officer, I heard you on the scanner." Then I was like, need coffee. And then Chloe comes out. She says, "Oh, you want your coffee?" And I'm going, "Yeah, I need coffee." No, but Chloe's doing laundry today. She's gonna clean today, and I'm gonna relax as it's my day off. But tomorrow's, this is the only day in the week because a lot of people consider Sunday being a day of rest. A lot of people have a day of rest, and because of it, uh, um, I don't get much emails or moderators messaging. Yeah.
Right.
you know. So it is what it is, man.
Right. Yep.
So I got some like Rubbermaid Tupperware containers coming from Amazon. I ordered so I can make up my suddenly salad. I love my pasta salad, my bacon ranch salad. I'm going to make up a batch of that and put it in these containers to put in the fridge.
That sounds good, Rita. Yeah.
I like suddenly salad. It's not bad. That went up 40 cents recently a box. So.
Yep. So does Chloe still smoke?
Yeah. She went out this morning. She smoked some American spirits. She was just complaining about price. She says when I go to the reservation, I might buy a carton. But I was like, carton's like $100. She's like, I know, but it's cheaper than paying $15 a pack.
Right. Wow. Yeah.
Last time I went, the neighbor asked me to pick up a carton for them. It was like $75 for a carton of American spirits back then. So,
Right. Wow.
you know,
Yep.
there it goes. Starting to chirp again. I love that scanner.
Oh yeah.
Chloe ordered some scanners for me again. You heard about the scanner thing for my birthday, and then the scanner for Christmas, she tried to buy me some scanners, right? And they claimed they were delivered both times. They said they were delivered. Said they were delivered to somewhere in Burlington. That's where the hub is for UPS. So they refunded her money. So, she's like, oh, keep looking. There's, I'm going to try again, one last time, and I ordered a scanner now. And, I've been saving up for that one expensive one. And, it said it was delivered, but it never was delivered. So, they refunded. So, so I'm hoping next time, because I got an order coming out, that it'll be delivered. This time, Amazon said I got a sign for it so it doesn't get stolen.
Right, yeah.
Which is something that's interesting because, So, and I got, if you didn't know, I was doing StreamYards the other day and my computer crashed, so I had to reinstall Windows. That was like 4 days of work.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, so I got everything put back together, so. But like I said, I'm a good little sister to Higgins. I message him and I'm like, hey, dig this up for me, and he's like, okay. Like on pay night, he messaged me, thank you, and I was like, don't worry about it. You want that nice expensive scanner? I'll help you out. If you help me out, that'll alleviate some of my load too. Because just my daily planners, for example, like this one, is literally completely like this is my this is that, right? This was last week's entries, entire pages. So I have to get it. I got another planner coming for 15 minute and one for hour slots, because I'm maintaining 3 people's thing. And then this here, this is just the first month completely filled.
Wow.
That's all my appointments. Next month, as you can see, starting on February 12th, is pretty much empty currently. So, but still, this is, the stuff that, and then my weekly planners like this. This is all the stuff I got to do. So it's filling up,
Wow. Yep.
So, and these come in handy for prepping anyways. Hey, Kitty, how are you doing today? That's the young one, right? The one you found in a box or whatever, right?
Oh no, he's 10 years old.
Well, what about the other one you had?
Oh, he's sleeping.
He's always sleeping. Mark's like, he's always sleeping.
He's sleeping in his bed, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you there, man.
But yeah,
I saw
around here.
Around there,
ahead,
what?
man.
Oh, I was gonna say I saw some good movies recently on
Yeah.
HBO Max. One was a mini series of Chernobyl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was really interesting. Talks about what happens in nuclear radiation, and I'm telling you, that was amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah. They say if the atomic bomb comes and the radiation hits you, you'll turn to dust.
Well, you'll be vaporized if you're in the proximity, but if you're not in the proximity, you're fine.
Wow.
I don't think they're going to be targeting Cincinnati, Mark, or Columbus.
Right.
And that gives you a chance to get your potassium iodide tablets from Amazon, and you take them, then you leave Ohio after the thing. You work with others to leave Ohio so you're safe,
Right. Right, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I keep telling people, keep prepping, because, what do you think's going to happen, Mark? Do you think we're going to be instigating on a war with China and Russia soon, or do you think it'll be avoided?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to tell, Rita. When you're knocking somebody's um, property down, usually they want, payback or something like that.
I'm surprised so far Russia hasn't decided with Putin to push the red button, but so far we've given them battle tanks and the West has given battle tanks, but now they're asking for airplanes.
Yeah, can you imagine how the U.S. the people would scramble if there's a nuclear bomb on its way?
I don't know. I
It'd
live
be,
in a bunker here on an island. You think the only thing I got to worry
I,
about is the wind currents, and
I
we're buffered
mean,
with 500 islands or 400
right?
some
I mean,
islands have.
it'd be total chaos, Rita.
Well, for them, me, I'm on an island, so I'd just be sitting here YouTubing it all, anyways. I mean, telling my preppers to scramble out of the city, you know. I'd
Right? Yeah.
expect you to leave with your girlfriend and your cats, bug out. I'd expect Zoe to bug out. I'd expect Fanny to bug out. But then again, yeah, you've seen Fanny here on our channel. Moderator Fanny's got her own channel. She does prepping too. She does canning videos and haul videos, and apparently her husband's in the Air Force, so she'd get the word a bit before us, anyways. You know, but still,
Right. Yeah.
you know.
I don't know, Rita. It's probably in time it'll happen. You know, unfortunately, it'll probably happen. Um,
Yeah, I was talking to Mama Pee Wee last night. Moderator Pee Wee and I were talking via email, and it could be a cyber attack that they're planning. It could be shutting down our grids. No one knows what's going to happen. But she said, and I agreed with her, and my cousin Dinky said the same thing. I said, I don't, you know me, I don't support politics. I don't like either party, but, we wouldn't be in this mess, I don't think, if Donald Trump was still president, but still, I think, we're more in trouble because of President Potato Head, who, is somewhat senile and demented, basically can't even figure out how to leave the White House lawn back to the White House at times,
right.
I mean, but that's how I see it, but still.
Right.
And that's why I keep telling people to keep on prepping, because we can still have a banking collapse. We can have World War III, a nuclear war. We can have a cyber attack. We can, whatever. So I keep telling everyone to keep on prepping.
Right. Yeah.
However, in Mark's prepping kit, it's chocolate cakeys.
Yep. Hey, Rita,
Man
I'm gonna
can't
write.
live on chocolate cakeys alone. You're heading
Right.
out, right? That's what you're gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll see you soon. Okay.
Yes. Take care and behave yourself.
Yep. You too.
So, as everyone knows, Mark said it himself, can't live on cakeys alone. So, anyways, I have to get going, but before I go, the discussion was pricing, and as Mark said, pricing is going up too. So it was good to talk to him about pricing. It was good to hear from him, and the pricing is literally pretty bad. So, to me, pricing's going up on food, pricing's going up on shampoo, conditioner, pricing's going up garbage bags, pricing's going up in anything you use for your home, pricing's going down on the luxury items, TVs, video game systems, etc. So, with that said, I'm going to get out of here. You might see another video later, but in the meantime, please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions. Hit the like, subscribe button. It's wholesome fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, the subscribe button, the thumbs up button, and keep the comments nice as always. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do. School is out.